Hello and welcome back to episode 36 of the Shakhtar Glory Challenge. We're here in episode 2, season 2 rather, against Real Madrid. So if you haven't seen that first leg, go back and watch it. I mentioned it in the last video. Really need to see that one before watching this one. But we did manage to get a 2-2 draw against a really good Real Madrid side who are obviously missing Ronaldo and Bale. A couple of others as well, but those two primarily. I think we did we go 2-0. I can't remember the outcome because I've played the Dynamo Kiev game and that was such a frantic, crazy game. Again, that was the last episode. Go back and watch that one. Really good competitive game against our divisional rivals in Dynamo Kiev. Sandwiched right between these games, which was really harsh the way the schedule has set that's up for us. But the other tie in this day as well is, well, it's finally poised. Porto winning 3-2 in Turin, which we did touch upon previously. Let's see how the other teams have got on. Oh, we're on the Tuesday, so they'll be tomorrow. So they haven't happened yet. Since we saw that Bayern Munich have just won the league as well, unsurprisingly, they've tied it up in, well, April, about a month before the end of the season. Luis Muriel is banging the goals in for Liverpool. He's one of my favourite strikers on, certainly his old Sampdoria card on FIFA. His old Sampdoria card and his inform on that were amazing. He's not as good on FIFA 18. I haven't used him that much, but I'm sure he's still usable. I am thinking about doing some FIFA stuff coming up. Got a bit of spare time away from sort of Fortnite and Football Manager. Have a bit of free time to do some stuff. Normally just play Fortnite when my friends just mess around and stuff. I do record it and put episodes out, but he's moving house at the moment, so he's without internet, so it frees up. I'm going to get ahead a little bit on this save and some Fortnite stuff as well, and I can also try and introduce something else a little bit, which could be FIFA. I have got an icon for the first time ever in my game. I haven't played the game for well before Christmas, so a bit rusty, have to work on it, but I'm trying to base a save maybe around a series around that player, but we'll see how that goes. I might be absolutely woeful at FIFA still. Seems to be a bit of a theme at the moment with me in games. I'm describing them and playing them and showing the games that I'm absolutely terrible at. But we'll jump into this game against Real Madrid. I think Ronaldo is still missing. Bale obviously is. We lost Vizeo. Fernandez is doubtful, but we've got Freitas sort of slipping into his position. Another Brazilian player. How did they get on in their league game? Let's have a quick look at their form. They're doing all right in the league at the moment. They're still in fourth, but their results are picking up. We don't have anyone suspended. The injuries aren't particularly worrying. They're not players that would necessarily have featured today. We've got Romero. I just want to make sure I had Romero up front. We do. So we'll jump into the game. We've got Rodrigo playing on the left wing today. We'll probably switch him to an inside forward fairly early on. We've stuck Boyachuk out on the right because he has got a few goals in Champions League and been playing really well. Again, Boyachuk, he didn't really do much in the last game. He's more of a striker. I wanted to bring a bit. I mean, Boyachuk can play up front as well, and I think maybe a couple of his goals maybe have been from up front, but he's good enough at that right wing spot. The rest of the team sort of picks itself, really. It's the same sort of 11, 10 of the 11 that have been the same, 9 or 10 of the 11 that are, regular starters there, players that we've seen before. It's just really Rodrigo has been brought in. He hasn't done much for us either, a bit like Konoplyanka, but I mean, Konoplyanka last game was just woeful. Who have they gone with this game? They've pretty much gone for the same. Inigo Martinez, obviously we saw Sergio Ramos get injured in that last episode against Real Madrid. Not the last episode, but the last one with Real Madrid. So we started really well in that game, and we went 2-0 down. I'm pretty sure we salvaged a 2-2 draw. Did we do 2 salvaging of 2-2 draws in a row? Because we salvaged Dynamo Kiev, and I'm thinking, did we do that against Real? I think we did. We went against 2-0 down against the run of play, actually. So hopefully we can come out with the same kind of, emphasis on our game and playing really well as we did then. Obviously, a bit unlike the PSG game, we don't have the... Well, no, the PSV game we didn't have the away goals, did we? But we do here now. Obviously, if they equalise and it finished 1-1, we go out. But if we can, maybe not even build on this, if we can sit on this, Boychuk, instant impact in the team, and he might be something to think about because he's playing well there. And we haven't really got an out-and-out right winger. Arabidze has mostly played the Champions League games. His average rating isn't great. He always seemed like he was doing well though. But they come pretty much back instantly, and can we get it away? We do. Can Romero chase that down? He has. We touched on it before. He just chases everything down. Can we grab another here? Oh, Romero nearly does. He got 2 in the first game. And he is leading that line in this single striker formation really, really well. I had doubts he could do it. That's why we went with Yaremchuk quite often, just for a bit of strength, bit of power, bit of an older head. But Romero is absolutely bossing it. I mean, he's a great player. He's going to be a fantastic striker, but he's already showing signs that we don't even need to wait for that. He's there. Benzema's through. Great save by Piatov. Was it a save? It was. So it's a corner to them, but we boot it away, and that's what I like to see. As half hour approaches, we've got another chance here. Fred, just don't lose it in this sort of attacking phase. We don't want to be countered here. Oh, that's a terrible ball. We've got to win this back. Alexis Sanchez and Toni Kroos. So we now know we have to score another goal. There's no ifs or buts about it. We've got to score again. We're not watching that. That was just from that terrible ball out to Leo, which, is getting it. Oh, they saved it. That was Romero again, just harrying the defender and putting him under all sorts of pressure. Boychuk here, Freitas. Some of these passes are just horrific. It's just a little bit of composure that we're perhaps lacking in this team against Debts there. We do seem to just give away some silly passes, and it tends to ultimately cost us. But if we can get to half time here at 1-1, that's not the worst. And Porto are going through. Wow, they look like a real force to be reckoned with. I don't agree with the assistant there. We're going to go passionate. Didn't really work. We will probably bring on the attacking midfielder a little bit earlier than the last game. I may even go to the 3 up front just to try and put a bit of pressure on. But we're building here. Romero, and another great save by Keylor Navas. We are pushing. I don't feel we need to put ourselves under too much undue pressure with taking that defensive midfielder off, because we are doing a job. Malyshev isn't playing great, and they have a chance here if they score here. I mean, it doesn't make a difference too much. It's going to go to extra time. We need that second. We need the second goal anyway. It's that first leg. It's damaged us. Those 2 away goals have done us in. I'm already thinking now, what do I need to do for next season to get us beyond this stage? Because this is even if we go out here, it's still progress. We went out the first knockout last season. If we go out here, it's a round further. We will bring Barco in. We're going to go to an advanced playmaker on attack, and we'll change him to an inside forward on support. We'll change him to a winger on attack. DLP, defend, advanced playmaker on attack. No, he was on support, wasn't he? We'll switch those around. See if this can bring us some joy. We'll just sort of rotate the formation a little bit. Sort of mirror image it. Now, see, I don't think we need or want to take Romero off. He's playing well. But there's perhaps some other positions that aren't quite doing what we need them to do, but coming through here, Boyachuk, Rodrigo, can we squeeze Romero through? Not quite. Can we win it back? We do. If we can get a chance here, I do. The right wing is. Oh, he didn't run. He dropped short. Romero. Oh, he's done it. And with 15 minutes to go, this is going to extra time. And obviously, a bit like the last game, we've still got a sub left, so we might have to just keep that in mind for if we do go to extra time. Fred is probably going to need to be coming off at some point. He's just coming back from injury, still working his way back. They've used all three, and they've taken off Van Dijk, they've taken off Isco, and they've taken off Modric. They've taken some big names off. Oh, and that's worrying. That is worrying. We're going to be down to 10 here, aren't we? We're down to 10. And as soon as Barco has come on, he's probably... No, we're going to bring Fred off. We'll put Barco in the middle. We'll take Fred and we'll bring on Rakitsky. Go to those two at the back. Four at the back, rather. And that is... With extra time beckoning. Do we play for penalties? So now part of me doesn't want to bring Real Madrid onto us. Oh, they didn't react to that too well. So, oh, this is terrible. We're going to drop down from attacking. We're going to go to counter, I think. We're going to go to structured, possibly. I don't want to go completely contain like we did against PSG, because we did that very early in that game and it very nearly cost us. Oh, good save there from Piatov, and it looks like they're coming out in extra time, all guns blazing, and Alexis Sanchez with a shot in anger as well. We're got our backs against the wall right in this one right now. We're against the ropes and they're just ready to deal a knockout blow here. But if we can... Romero, he's through. Oh my word. He's got a hat-trick. Is that a hat-trick? It's a hat-trick. Oh wow. That's with this team. You can never write them off. And now perhaps we go contain, do we? Wow. Wow. That gives me not a dilemma, because it's... do they have to score two? I don't think away goals count in extra time, and it's not giving me a chance to make the change. We're going to pause it. We're going to go in and make some changes. We're going to have to contain here. I'm going to drop everyone back. He's going to become a defensive winger on defend. We saw Boychuk come on against Dynamo Kiev and play as a wing back, and he didn't do too badly. Defensive player on the wing, defend. He's going to come back on defensive fullback, defend. Defensive fullback, defend. We're out of any subs now, aren't we? I think yes, we are. Yeah, we've used all three subs. I'm pretty sure we have. We took off Manishev for Barco. We brought off Fred for the defender. No, we have indeed got one left, I think. And we've got a lot of players struggling out there. Who do we take off? I think maybe Sabol comes on there. We switch them around. Defend. I'm going to go central midfielder, defend. Central midfielder, defend. We're just bringing everyone back. Defending. We'll change him back to a normal goalkeeper. I think with everyone on defend, we don't really need. Yeah, we'll stick with that. And a bit of a slow, boring change up for me there, but hopefully it does the job. We don't just insta concede, because that would be. Oh, Piatov with a big save. So we're making the changes. Should be taking place now. We do. They have a corner. Oh, now it's just complete. Just try and shut them out. If we can do this, we've still got a second half of extra time to get through. We're not even at halfway stage of extra time yet, and the clock's slowing down a little bit there. It's picked back up again, and it's easing its way into... I mean, they're piling the shots on. They're not getting many on target. Possession, we're still amongst it. It's still 50-50. And if we can just hold on here... They've gone 4-4-2. Ooh, if Romero made a run there, we might have had a chance to get in on that. What's that, about 10 minutes to go now? Can we hold on for a famous... they've hit the bar and Piatov gathers it. This would be a famous victory and a famous day in Shakhtar's history. I haven't really checked it. I don't know if we checked it. Oh, I'm talking too soon. I was going to say, not too sure the history. I know they've got. I'm pretty sure they've got a UEFA Cup in their cabinet, but other than that, I don't think there's too much. But Alexis Sanchez, with 10 minutes to go, has he's drawn the game level, and as it stands, I think it's going to penalties. I don't think away goals count in extra time. Oh, if we can just hold on here, it'd be so harsh to... I mean, if we go out on penalties, we'll go out on penalties. It's, it's a lottery, the old cliche. But if it's a red card and having to change like we have, and 2 extra time goals for them costs us this match, that would be heartbreaking. But just get rid of it. That's it. And it's full time, and we are going to... I think we're going to penalties. Is it saying we're through? We've gone through in away goals. I didn't think away goals counted in extra time. I was giving myself up for penalties. Wow. And we're through. This is remarkable. We're into the semi-finals. Porto they've absolutely thumped Juventus. I have actually lost for words here. We've got nearly 6 million there for that. Now, when is the draw? What we'll do, I'll maybe just quickly either play a game or play to tomorrow and see when the draw is. So bear with me 1 second. Well, for you 1 second. For me, it'll be slightly longer on this laptop. So I've just seen the draw is in, I think, a day or two. We're on the Wednesday. I think it's the Friday. They normally gather for their big banquet, 8-course meal in Zurich at FIFA headquarters. Is it Zurich? I think it's Zurich. Yeah, so it's going to be in a couple of days' time. So I've come to the point now where we're seeing, who's going to go through and who's going to be in those pots with us. So at the moment, Bayern have it in their hands. They've got a home win, but obviously Barcelona are at home now, and they're more than capable of getting at least 2 goals in that game. Man United seem to be through, but they have travelled to Naples against a very good Napoli team. So Barcelona second in their league. Still got Valverde in charge. I think is he the one who's the manager of them now? I think he is. Bayern Munich, Jurgen Klopp, of course, in charge. They've won the league, so yeah, they can focus on everything on this. We've got Napoli currently second in Serie A, 5 points behind, but with a game in hand on Juventus, who obviously just lost to Porto, so they can focus on their league. And Napoli have a bit of a fight on for for second place even, let alone top. Inter are catching up. Milan are not far behind. Fiorentina still in with a sort of slim shout as well. So that's a toughie. And Man United, they're 4th in the league, and they're fighting for their fourth Champions League place. Arsenal, Tottenham right behind. They're probably not going to catch Liverpool in 3rd. Certainly not going to catch Chelsea or City, who are sort of steaming away with that league, really. Well, Man City are steaming away with that league. Chelsea are not far behind, but probably not going to catch them, barring some kind of miracle. So let's see how this goes. Oh, wow. Bayern have absolutely dominated Barcelona, and Napoli are very, very close to turning that around, but a late goal, 79 minutes from Belotti, isn't enough to get them back on even terms. They couldn't find the 3rd. If Mourinho's still in charge, yeah, I imagine that was a very much no captain or vice captain. What's going on there? That's very strange. Anyone can shed some light on that for me, I'd be very interested. But yeah, very Mourinho-esque performance, I imagine, for that last 10 minutes. Very much a bus parked in front.
We've got Vorskla in the league, so we're getting a bit of a report there, but I don't think that's the game we'll be coming back for. We'll have a look how the schedule goes in a minute after the draw, which is tomorrow. We're on Thursday now, I think. Yes, so on Friday. Yeah, it was Friday, the game. We've got a game on Sunday against Vorskla, who are 4th. Obviously, every game is against the top 6, I think it is now. So they're all going to be tough from here on in. We're still playing for that, keeping that unbeaten season going, and domestically we probably didn't deserve it against Dynamo Kiev, but we managed to keep it going. So here we are for the draw. It's Man United, Bayern Munich, Porto and Shakhtar. Porto on paper you'd say would probably be the weakest, but they have absolutely just hammered Juventus, and obviously they hammered us in one of the games in the group. But I'd still say, given the choice, yeah, possibly Man United. I just want to avoid Bayern Munich at all costs. Cut to us getting Bayern Munich now, I am sure. So, completely unseeded. It's just an open draw. Porto come out. Now, is this going to be us? It is. I'm excited, but I'm still nervous. But it does give us a chance. We have beaten them. Probably not the real Porto. Not the Porto that turned up against us in the first game. Certainly not the Porto that turned up against Juventus. But Bayern Munich and Man United are replay of that famous 1999 Champions League final in was it in Barcelona? I think, yeah, the very late win by United. Obviously, I remember that vividly. I mean, that's back when I was loving watching football, and Arsenal were just sort of come into their own and had just won well, not that season, I don't think. No, not that season, but the season before, just won the first league title in years, and that was around my 16th birthday, in the FA Cup as well that year. I was loving football in those late 90s, early 2000s and stuff. Henry and Anelka. I loved Anelka when he was at Arsenal, but that's for another time. But we'll finish the draw, Man United and Bayern Munich. So, Man United have the advantage in the first leg, but obviously Bayern, we saw that in the second leg, although they did that at the Nou Camp. So, wow, well, interesting ties going on here all round. We get Porto. I'm not gutted about that at all, given the choices, but we're not kidding ourselves. We're in for a tough game. So let's have a look at the schedule. I'm sort of rambling on a little bit. This video's probably be quite a long one. We seem to be going to extra time in the second leg videos all the time now, so they're a bit longer. So who have we got? So we've got Vorskla, Zerka, Zoya. We probably will come back. I might play one of the league games just to break it up. I don't want too many Champions League games back into back. We go with, let's see, we've got Vorskla, Zerka and Zoya. We've done Zerka recently. We'll go with Zoya. We'll play the Zoya game. So I'll play these two off camera now. We'll do the Zoya and Porto. I may, if I don't have the videos going too long, do them as a double header. I'm not too sure. We'll see. But until next time, I will see you later.